Welcome back to episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast episode 3.
Yes.
This one took a little bit longer to set up this time.
Like, recording, do you mean? Or, like, actually setting up?
Yeah, actually setting it up. Oops. I guess we're going to do this one a little bit different this time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily talk about
Us,
our lives, or the business.
yeah. I guess we'll still talk, like, obviously have our perspectives
Yeah, for sure.
on the topics, but I think these topics are pretty good. To be honest, let me put my D&D on.
Yeah.
D&D,
Mm-hmm.
the lifesaver.
Something I need to use more of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Personalize it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can have it automatically turn on, like, when you get to a location or at a certain time, too. Like, I used to have a personal one.
The do not disturb.
Yeah. And then the sleep one, that my sleep one automatically comes on when, like, it's sleep time. And then my alarm comes on in the morning. And it shuts off. And then, I had one for work, too. So once I got to work, and then also... because I would work from home sometimes, I would set it at different, like at 7 to like 4.
Yeah.
And it would automatically be on then too. And then I would have, so like you can add contacts to each setting one. So my work one, I had all my work contacts would still be able to text me and call me. And then the apps that I use for work, but nothing else.
What happened?
I don't know. Workaholic Sav went out the window.
Yeah.
Like.
No, your mama salve.
Yeah.
Mama salve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say like May of 2023. That's when.
It went out the hole. Well, bye-bye.
Boo. Yeah. I think we're probably gonna have to grab him.
Yeah, I know. The viewers can never see him because he's in his bassinet, but he's little Ronan struggling over there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll grab him. But to get into today's, I didn't see how many topics we have and how many we're going to get through. We're going to try to keep the podcast a little bit shorter this time.
Yeah, we've definitely like to go along. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. Hold the phone.
What'd you forget to do?
I'll just do it short and then we can do 3. Yeah, we need to try and get through. It looks like we have.
I guess we can do an overview too.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about threads,
Mm-hmm.
new features versus X, I guess, or formerly Twitter. We can talk about the holiday gift trends for 2024. And Google released their Holiday 100.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Are you laughing because we need to make a list?
Yeah.
For each other?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we need to make a list for each other. Ronan will also have his list.
Yes, he will. He is the list.
Yeah. May.
Social media usage growth?
Like for business-wise.
Yeah.
Or just in general, yeah.
This one's, I guess, how it's expanding, yeah, and then
Influencer driven.
how users are spending more time engaging,
yeah.
and in what content, I guess, like short video. Uh-oh. Ronan's not having the pod today. He looks like a little toad. Yeah. Do you want his bottle? That's a yes. Small break. Is AI integration in social media. Number 5 is TikTok's influence on travel, specifically to Gen Z.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I don't know if we unnecessarily covered this one, but fashion trends. You'd be good at covering that one, not necessarily me. Number 7, we're gonna skip.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
I do really like, oh, that's like little tidbits. The rise of digital nomads.
Mm-hmm. I think that one's gonna be a good one.
More people leaving office jobs.
Mm-hmm.
The psychology of going viral.
All the hustle culture is evolving.
Yes.
Minimalism versus maximalism in life and business. I feel like we're definitely opposites there.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
One is Sav's personality as much as yours, though. I think that's why we get along so well.
One of. That's a whole nother podcast.
Whatever, sir. I do like, yeah, we'll try it. Damn, there's a lot. All right.
There's. Let's just get into it.
Started. Okay, sir, I feel like you've definitely used Threads a little bit more than me, or you've kind of like took the liberty to learn about it a little bit more.
Yeah. I guess I'll read the overall topic. So Threads and the new features. So what's happening? So Meta's social media app Threads is introducing advanced features to compete with X, which is formerly Twitter. These include improved search capabilities and trending topic curation, allowing users to discover more relevant and engaging content. Additionally, AI-generated summaries aim to streamline content consumption by providing concise overviews of posts. Why it matters. Threads is rapidly evolving to stay relevant and attract users who want more dynamic, trend-focused platforms. It's also an opportunity for creators to leverage early-stage engagement. So there's a lot there.
Yeah.
I would say, I downloaded it first and started using it. And the algorithm is definitely different than the rest of the social media platforms.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to generate engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, I guess what you post is automatically what gets drawn to you. So if you, us being entrepreneurs, if you post about entrepreneurial things or your photography, it draws like-minded or I guess people with similar interests to that
it
thread.
chooses the words. And then especially if you use like the hashtags, like I used photographers of Threads, and then today I used podcast. Oh, damn, Gina.
It's okay.
That's like the 6th time you've dropped it in 2 days.
Sad.
Oh, like that one thread. I keep wanting to call it a tweet.
I know you do.
That one thread, I got like 51 likes and 50 comments on it, or replies, I guess they're called.
Yeah, and you don't even have to have that many followers to generate.
No, I have like 20 followers.
You just started on Threads.
Yes.
But it's cool to see that you can post something and then get that much engagement and interaction.
Yeah.
And, well, you had 50-some likes and 50-some, guess, what'd you call it?
The replies.
Yeah, replies.
Yeah. And then just like, they're just like random pages because it was about like wedding photography. But, oh, I know that every single time that I like logged on, kind of before I started actually posting on it, it would present like other photographers or other moms. Like when I was pregnant with Ronan, it was like moms this, mom that, or my moms. So
I think you spit up.
No, it dripped a little bit.
I think it's interesting to look at from the perspective of social media and I guess like the startup phase. Because Twitter, when it took off, I mean, it took off and everybody was using it now. I don't use X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I don't use it.
No.
It's one of those trends or fads that kind of faded. But then look at TikTok, obviously. COVID had influence on that.
It took off, yeah.
But we know individuals that started using it and were able to garner a following to basically step away from
Yeah.
their 9-to-5 jobs because they're able to now put anything out there and
get
generate
crazy money off of it.
a lot of money. We're not going to say how much, but
No.
Yeah. Or names.
I think so it's the TikTok affiliate program. The micro influencers, or if you have 1,000 influencers, then you can apply for the affiliate program, and then that's how you start monetizing your TikToks.
1,000 followers.
Yeah.
That's not okay. Yeah, which is crazy because if you did it on all platforms, you can monetize on
literally everything.
Threads, Twitter. Can you do it on X? I don't know if you can.
I don't know.
That's
I know you can do it on Facebook and obviously Instagram.
Yeah. So you could just literally post enough content, garner a following.
Yeah.
And
didn't you say that TikTok was, or that you thought TikTok was the highest paying one right now?
I think
you can also do it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think TikTok was.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if people using X, I don't know who still does, but if they move over to Threads. And
yeah, I feel like it's mostly like news producers and like the president talking to a lonesome room.
Yeah, gross. I don't know. It'd be interesting with the startup of our businesses. Obviously, what we post is garnered towards those things.
Yeah.
And even through Threads, the one person that I was able to interact with, I'm not going to say his name, but he reached out basically wanting to create social media content for Alopecia Arsenal, but seeing like how active he is and like the things that he's done and then what Threads can do and who it can bring to you or get you in contact or get you to interact with is interesting. And then it being a startup, if you're consistent now, what is that going to look like a year from now or whatever? And I think what we post to is authentic or genuine.
Yeah.
So
like on our personal pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ronan thinks so.
Yeah, he does. Squeaks. Right. I think the integration of AI in everything is interesting as well. I can't really touch on that because it just said AI generated summaries aim to streamline content.
So I guess with that though, hold on, Ronan. Ronan just wants to talk.
Yeah, he does.
Think you might
He wants to say hi.
A wiki.
He's our producer. Well, Wonin. What were you saying with the AI? Like, I guess, are you talking with Threads or are you talking in general?
In general. Is it towards Threads?
It's saying that AI generated summaries aim to streamline content consumption by providing concise overviews of posts.
Gotcha. I was just gonna say, because you just mentioned AI, that I feel like there's absolutely no room for you up here, ma'am. In the beginning of our little journey, I suppose like a few months ago, I was definitely still very like hesitant with AI, and like, cause I don't know, I feel like I'm obviously very like old school, like granny type person.
Yeah, I don't get it. You have a granny personality, but you're very tech savvy, IT sav.
Yeah, IT sav. But no, I just feel like with like your content and with just everything in general, to be authentic is to not use AI.
Yeah.
So that was like a very like point blank period type of line for me, I suppose.
Yeah.
And now like I've definitely used AI for like captions or what content to post on Instagram or TikTok, and like trying to see like what it will generate.
Yeah.
And it's definitely very helpful. I mean, you don't have to use it like word for word and things like that. So I guess I've kind of like.
But you could, because the interest, if you're, I don't know, if you're using ChatGPT, it's interesting because it basically builds a database based off of what you ask it, and then knows what answers that you like, I guess, if you give it feedback.
Yeah.
So it could be word for word, like if you keep revising and.
Yeah, no, I remember you sent me something and it had Ronan's name in there, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I didn't say Ronan's name anyway.
I think we just have FBI agents.
You know, everybody knows about it anyway.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My mama Sav over here, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. They're swarming you. I'm still mad at me. I don't want to talk about that one.
No. Okay, what's the next topic?
We could talk about the holiday gift trends. I'd have to pull out the list.
Yeah, I have it pulled up, but
you're kind of occupied. All right. So the holiday gift trends for 2024. What's trending? Google released its holiday 100 gift list, showcasing the most searched gift items across categories like tech, fashion, home, and toys. Key items include smart home gadgets, sustainable products, and nostalgia-driven toys. When I read that, the first thing I thought of was Bop It.
Bop It?
Yeah.
I think they have. Did you actually pull it up?
Oh.
They have.
I mean, I pulled it up, and the first things I saw was fashion.
Oh. If you pull it up. Oh, Lord. If you pull it up, they have, like, one of those old school games that, like, has the colors and buttons that you press on it. It's, like,
Simon,
a circle.
Like Simon's,
yeah, it's
Simon.
It's
Simon?
Yeah.
I remember that one, too. That one would always whoop my ass.
No. I think it's cool that Google put out that list. I don't really,
we could
I guess, follow, like, along with the trends, too.
Wow.
Not happy. I don't follow along with the trends too well.
No, neither do I. So it says why it matters. The holiday shopping season is a prime time for business to market their products. Knowing trending items gives you insight to consumer behavior and what people value this year. Tech and eco-friendly items are particularly hot. All right. I think I do have the list. It doesn't have it in order, though. All right. I'm going to go through a couple. So, yeah. I don't even know how to pronounce that. AEYDE ballet flats. That's on the list.
I see.
What is that? Aid? Aidi?
I have no idea.
What is it?
Styler, cardigans, cashmere sweaters. See, that's very like...
That's like granny. That's like back in the day you would get a cashmere sweater.
Which might be the nostalgic that it was talking about, but... lip treatment. This is very woman geared. I don't know if it's...
Skims. They have a cowboy hat.
That could be either or. Neutral.
I want to see you wear a cowboy hat.
I have a cowboy hat.
I know you do.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I feel like
Simon is on here. Oversized sunglasses. Nanushka. Boxy blazer. The baggy clothes are definitely a thing right now, huh?
Yeah. It's like the 90s vibe.
Retro bath towels and record players. I'm not going to lie. Everything that's on here so far, I wouldn't buy one thing. Not one.
No.
No, not... Aaron dinner plates?
So, I was just going to say, I don't really like this gift. I think it's cool that they put it out because I don't really like pay attention to it. So then seeing it, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I guess just in general, like, I'm definitely a person that likes to give gifts based on, like...
what the person's interests are?
Yeah, like your gifts. Like last Christmas, what I got you, it was like very like small gifts in like a gift basket type of deal.
Yeah.
But it like every item, I knew that you would actually like it represented something, or like if you told me a story or something like that, then like I would get something
like the harmonica that you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate that gift. You had really cool gift ideas
Yeah.
all over. A Lego tuxedo cat.
Like you built Legos.
Yeah, I guess. A Vermont teddy bear. See, this I'd do. PlayStation Portal remote player.
Except for you sold your PS5, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I haven't, like, I don't know, I just don't game. Like, I did in high school and then, like, pre-mobilization to overseas with my military buddies, but that was just to kill
Call
time.
of Duty.
A little, but Apex Legends.
No, I've never heard that one.
Yeah.
I haven't gamed since, like, God of War and, like, Assassin's Creed was, like, first out.
Those are both good games.
Yeah.
They're great games. Wireless charging station. That's a good one, which you gifted me one of those.
Yeah.
A tennis skirt.
A golf skirt or a golf dress.
Yeah.
We haven't gone golfing in a while, though.
No. Alex said he's going tomorrow.
Which one?
Everett.
Oh.
Name drop. You were talking about getting this at one time. The Aura smart ring.
Oh, yeah.
What is that again?
It's like a, you know how your Whoop? It's like a Whoop.
Yeah.
But it also helps you track your cycle.
Oh. Perfect woman's gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want another baby in 9 months.
Not opposed.
Me neither.
Ronan, you're gonna be a big brother.
Uh-oh.
Our Place Wonder Oven. What was the little baking thing when we were younger?
Easy Bake.
The Easy Bake?
I had one of those.
Don't those things like light on fire and shit?
I don't know. I don't actually remember using mine, but I also suppressed a lot of childhood memories. So
yeah, one of them probably one of those fucking things lighting on fire.
That'd be kind of cool to get Abby. I know Abby would like something like that.
Yeah, she would. She definitely would. Oh, ice cream maker?
Oh, I've definitely had one of the like legit ice cream maker.
I think so.
I used to have one and you had to like turn it.
There's one on here that I'm buying. And it's coming wherever we go.
Your fucking impulse buys.
Oh yeah? When I say this, I can't wait for your reaction. Towel warmer rack.
Oh, like the one that we had. No, hold on. I didn't say like yeah. I just said like the one that we had in
our cabin in Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Like it looks like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
cool. We're gonna get a bidet too.
Yeah.
You said no comment.
That means yes.
I'm aware.
So random. Pottery Barn Nolina ceramic vase.
Pottery Barn is so expensive.
Oh.
Does it tell you the price if you click on it?
Well, this makes sense. I mean, they're probably promoting.
Well, yeah. So I guess that's one of the topics too that's on our list. But like consumerism and how everything is like so goddamn expensive.
Yep.
For no fucking reason, just for consumption and for profit, and
we talked about that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a future podcast.
Yeah.
If you know where to look, you can find the stuff that's in stores that's $100. You can get it for $5 if you look hard enough. Talk about that. Pet vacuum grooming kit. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That little shit down there.
I know.
Air quality monitor.
Ooh. Oh, I think an air purifier would definitely be a good gift.
That would be a good one. Portable sauna.
Yeah, but how portable is a sauna? Like, it has to be like...
Yeah, they like fold and collapse.
Like human
a tent
size? Yeah, like... Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Just like a tent.
But like, how does it operate?
There's a little, I guess, box that's outside of it, and the hose runs into it. Not box, what?
Like a generator.
Yeah, but it's just steam.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just filled with water and then steam, and
Mm-hmm.
then heats up. And yeah, so it's like, I think they said it is like less than 10 square feet, or would it be 8 square feet? So 2 by 2, no, 3 by 3.
I don't know.
9.
You're the smart
3 by
smart
3,
one.
probably 4 by 4, 3 by 3. Electric smoker grill. There's some camping stuff in here. Self-watering garden.
I get joy out of watering my garden.
Oh, let's say maybe that's a gift idea for you.
I'm
Gotta
such
make
a
it-
grandma that in the summer I will go out and water the grass just to smell the water on the grass. It reminds me of my great grandma.
I know. Oh,
Social media usage growth. Says social media now has nearly 5 billion users globally, with platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and Threads driving significant growth. Users are spending more time engaging with short form video, interactive content, and influencer driven trends. Why it matters. This trend underscores how critical social media is for personal branding and business growth. Staying active and consistent on these platforms can significantly expand your audience. I guess when I think of like the first paragraph, the short form video, I feel like it's referencing like YouTube, and how on YouTube, like when we were little kids, like it was a thing to like cover a whole entire song, or like make up a dance routine to like a whole entire song, and like things like that. So it was like longer. I feel like TikTok I feel like TikTok, like you can ask on TikTok and Instagram, it both has like creator insights, so it tells you kind of like how to format your videos to get more of an audience, just in general, not necessarily based off of your own personal account. But on TikTok, I know that it's saying to start building like longer videos, I suppose, because that's what people are kind of like gravitating back towards.
and by longer, did it say give a time?
No, I feel like it's gonna be though in the like 2 to 5 minute range. I know there's things that are like very interesting, and then there's things that are like I scroll so fast on stuff that I don't care about.
Yeah.
But she's influencer driven. There's a lot of influencers since 2020. I feel like that was never really like a thing before.
It's definitely growing, and I think the younger generation plays a big role in that. I mean, look at Abigail.
Yeah. She's wanting to record everything and like be like us, and then she's 6. So yeah, I was telling you, like I struggle, like I don't want to tell her no because she obviously sees us doing it, and I don't want to tell her no to something that she like wants to do and doesn't fully comprehend why I would say no.
Yeah.
But then I'm also like, there's so many creepers out there
Yeah.
that I'm like,
which is understandable. I mean,
yeah.
I guess I know we keep going back to the business side of things, but some of the people that we follow that have successful businesses have a large following on social media platforms and YouTube.
Yeah.
One of those we'll throw out is Nick Bear with BPN.
Yeah.
I mean, he's spoke about it multiple times. He has his own media team, of course, but how his following on YouTube and what he posts, they post great content.
Yeah.
But it's also personable and relatable in a lot of ways. And then he is his brand, and it makes you want to be a part of that or buy that.
Yes. Yeah, and I remember that one that I watched with you, you kind of explained like who he was, and you said that he just basically started posting on YouTube like before his media team, because he does have a really good videographer and photographer. But you said that he just basically like posted his content on YouTube. I keep seeing that like more often, where it's like a lot of the mid-size influencers to like large scale, they're just like whatever content you have, like just post it, like something's bound to go viral. But then also the more you post, the more followers you get, the more engagement you get. And
Yep.
then like obviously the goal with us is to get our brand out there, right? And
Yep.
to have clients too.
Yeah.
And then if we were to monetize off of posting, like that's just kind of like a side thing that would be obviously nice, but
Yeah.
like that's like the goal for the actual social media platforms, I
Right.
suppose.
And to that, I guess, to show our true self behind our brands and what we're doing.
Yeah, I feel like that's the biggest reason why we wanted to start the podcast too, not only to have like a place to like vent almost.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It is, but also just so everybody can see like who we are, what we do, a little bit like about our views and whatnot, and then obviously about our businesses, because I mean, especially for you, like your online presence is going to have to be so big, but then also having someone to see like who's the face of the business is going to be good, because like
Yeah.
it's
I want people to see that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially like the cause that you have like for your business and what
Right.
it's going towards.
Right.
But yeah. Excuse Ronan.
Oh, buddy.
He's chilling. Oh yeah. So number 4 is AI integration on social media. So I guess that's kind of like what I was touching on earlier. It says social platforms are increasingly leveraging artificial intelligence to enhance user experiences. For example, AI algorithms help curate personalized feeds, recommend content, and assist with creating more engaging posts. As a content creator or a business owner, understanding AI tools can help you automate tasks, analyze performance data, and create better targeted content to maximize engagement. I feel like, again, you've used AI definitely the most.
100%.
And yeah.
It's a great tool. I treat it like an employee, if I'm
Yeah.
being completely honest.
Yeah.
It's helped me, I guess, come up with a lot of ideas and think in a lot of different ways. Not only with posting, but also like generating the business plan. I
Yeah.
used it a ton.
Yeah.
And used it to critique my business plan.
Yeah.
But and then I guess even Canva.
Yeah. Because I didn't know Canva used AI. I thought it was just templates. But then when you created the logo for this, I was like, what the hell?
Yep.
But yeah, because like
Give
when
away
I
our secrets.
created, that's the point, I guess. When I created my logo, I went in and found a template because I liked the font and like the look of it, and then I added my own stuff and then deleted some stuff and added some more stuff. So again, I was like trying to be, I suppose, authentic in the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
But no, I've definitely been using AI more. Like it helps me create the titles to our podcast episodes.
It does. And it helps. Again, it's like having an employee.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then because I don't pay for Chat GPT, but you do, yeah.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I
But
use it
I can
so
still,
much.
yeah, you use it a lot, but I can still use it for everything that I need, and I don't even have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like it's like free information, free content. So
AI it's truly the way of the future. If you're not using AI, especially
Yeah.
if you're trying to start something on the side, a side hustle, or again, extra streams of revenue or whatever you're doing,
yeah.
you're going to use AI. If you're not using AI, I'm sorry, but you're going to fall to the wayside.
Yeah. Yep.
Period.
Well, and there's so many different categories or like apps, I suppose. Even
Yeah.
on Chat GPT, when I was looking at all the apps that they have it for like teacher, like school content specifically for that, and just like all the different categories. I can't remember. There was one that I used specifically. I can't remember what it was for, but it was definitely very helpful. The only thing on there, I know the only thing that I ran into is like when it creates logos, it doesn't do it like it's not the best.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but other than that,
Which I think
Canva is good though. Canva doesn't mess it up, but Chat GPT.
I agree with that. And I think it's going to be ever evolving and perfected to give you exactly what you want.
Got some iRobot shit here in 2024.
2025 is going to happen.
TikTok's influence on travel. I am not really aware of like this trend or whatnot.
I'm really not either, but a lot of open-minded individuals that you do find are people that get away from their hometown that, like we've talked about.
Yeah.
I think one of the number one things that they talk about is traveling.
Yeah. I think that well, I guess so there's this trend going around, like everybody, I don't know how to explain this to you. So like there's a trend, right? And then there's all the videos for the trend, and then there's like a subline, and then there's all the videos about the trend, but that's not actually the trend. Does that make sense? Or did I just girl explain it to you?
That was a fucking lot for a guy.
Okay. So
You gotta mansplain it.
all right. It's like a behind the scenes to the actual trend.
Okay. That makes sense.
But it's
I
like
can follow
more
that.
normal people. Like pretend the trend is the influencers, and then the normal people are posting about the trend but not actually doing the trend.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's this one going around that's like, I like my suitcase. And it's like, I think it's like SOOT case, like suitcase or whatnot. And I literally just saw it yesterday, and then one video, and I didn't like it or comment or save it or anything at all. And then today I've seen, I think like 2 stories on Instagram about it. I've seen a TikTok about it and a reel about it. But I guess like trends like that where basically the trend is like, I'm traveling because I like my suitcase.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's what it's talking about or what, but I mean, there's also a lot of influencers that travel because they literally get like money to travel. Or like I also just saw on Threads that there's hotels that post on Threads, or like a middleman, I guess, for the hotel, and they'll connect content creators. So like the content creator will use their hotel, they'll have a free stay, or if they're smaller, they'll have like so much of a free thing or whatever at the hotel, but they'll it's basically like a content package deal.
Yeah.
So you'll make videos, reels, TikToks, and then take pictures, and then basically like promote it that you're at that hotel so they can get
More people to come to their hotel. It's advertisement.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It's a very interesting age that we're in.
Yes.
Social media and AI are driving influence or business influence and travel. Like the whole topic that we're on.
Which is so funny too, because I know I just mentioned this to you earlier, but it's like, yes, I love having the podcast, and I love having our personal pages and then our business pages, and like keeping up with all of that. Like some days I'm like, fuck yeah, like I'm gonna keep up with everything and like edit everything and post and schedule and this, that, and interact and engage. And then there's other days where I'm like, oh my god, like I don't want to stare at my screen anymore. Even if I'm not actually engaging with something, I feel like when you get anxiety or like you just doom scroll, like that's what makes it worse. So learning like those boundaries and like getting your content and then scheduling it out on like Saturday or Sunday for the week, and then not having to touch it for the week except for post stories and then engage with some of the comments, like
way better.
Yeah, that's as much as I want to do.
Yeah, I feel like it is a lot if you don't do that. Because then okay, before we met, I didn't give a fuck
Mm-hmm.
about social media.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about social media, period, until the business.
Yeah.
Because I know what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
But again, being authentic and now being into trying to post on all platforms every single day.
Yeah.
If you don't have it scheduled out, there is a little bit of anxiety that settles in on top of everything else, because you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Like it's going to get my algorithm or whatever is going to get all fucked up.
Yeah, that gets fucked up. And then even like on a personal basis, like me being home with Ronan, I'm like trying to do stuff in one hand and then like hold him in the other, and it's like difficult. And I also don't want to feel like I'm like pulling my engagement away from him or you or Abby or anything. So definitely I think that's one thing that I need to be more like in a routine with, which is getting there. Once I'm in a routine, I'm in it. But
once he's in like regular napping routine and sleeping through the night and everything, I think it's gonna make things a lot easier too.
Yeah, right now we're kind of just going with the flow.
Yeah, you run our lives, dude. Okay, what's the next one?
Fashion trends and cultural influence. It says fashion trends are increasingly shaped by cultural signals, business strategies, and viral stylistic innovations on platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Micro trends like quiet luxury or core aesthetics are emerging rapidly. So with that, I guess explanation for you is
I'm
on TikTok
that.
and Pinterest. So there was like a trend that went around where you'd go on Pinterest and you would type in like your name, core, and then whatever like pictures would pop up that was like your like aesthetic. So like, you know what cottagecore is? It's like very like fairy, like mushrooms, cottages, cabins, stuff like that. So it's just like things like in that realm, I suppose, is what it's talking about. But with the fashion trends, I mean, I guess like how you're saying, like with the baggier clothes, like with Gen Z.
I'm
like
seeing that everywhere.
Like it's like Adam Sandler vibes.
Oh, for sure.
It's like at first I feel like it was like 90s vibes with like kind of the baggy pants, the parachute pants, the barrel pants, and then the boot cut. I'm
not saying a word.
Don't.
I'm not saying a word.
But now I just feel like it's like, let's throw on a trash baggy, like I don't know. I mean, like I like baggy clothes. Like I'm wearing your sweater. Thanks for the sweater.
It's comfy podcast day.
Yeah. My shoes aren't even tied. They're not even
I'm
laced.
surprised mine are. I don't follow any of the trends. Maybe, I mean, I don't feel like I need to or should.
No, I think as far as fashion trends go, I think I definitely, like I was telling you when we first met, I had not like one set of style, but like I was very like, I wore Vans and skinny jeans aesthetic, and then it was like I can still dress up and look fancy and like wear heels, and then it's also like, yeah, I wear Air Max 90s also, and then you have Nike SBs, and then it's just like very wide set of clothing, just because I have multiple personalities and I like multiple different aesthetics, I guess you could say, because that doesn't just go like with clothes at all. Or I have my boots, my cowboy boots, my work boots.
Your accent is showing.
Thanks. From the country.
It's country, all right. It's got a twang.
But yeah.
Boots.
My boots.
God.
May is scaring me because can you come lay down, please? You're giving me anxiety.
Do you think I have one type of style?
No, I don't.
Because I don't pay attention.
No, you have like Okay, so there's some days where you dress like daddy, and there's some days where you dress like dad. And it's like the days that you go golfing, you're dad. Like dad core all the way. Like
You said
you
I
got
don't
your
have
little.
fashionable golf attire?
No, it's fashionable, but it's old man fashionable.
Say what?
No, it's
All right,
like
I'm gonna have to post a picture of some of my golf attire and let people comment.
yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, what in the?
I'll see if I can snip it in here, but it's definite. It's very like. Come here, May. Hold on. Come up.
I don't have the fucking white fucking mowing the lawn sneakers on or anything. That's what I think of when you say dad. Let me get my high jorts on and go out and cut the grass.
You did have your Nikes, your white Nikes, which is fine, whatever. I used to wear white Vans. That was like the thing.
May's depressed. Sorry. Wow. Did you set the timer, by the way?
I did.
Okay.
May
All right.
likes to hide her nose in dark spots.
Yes, she does. I guess for the sake of time, what's what are we on, 8? No, we can't even be close to 8. 7?
We're on 7 now, but we're not going to talk about 7.
Okay.
The rise of digital nomads. More people are leaving traditional office jobs to embrace remote work while traveling the world. Cities and countries are even creating visa programs to attract digital nomads. This lifestyle changes societal norms and encourages personal freedom, but it also does come with unique challenges. What would it take for you to work remotely and travel? And what are the pros and cons of living a quote work anywhere life?
Oh man, I guess if we truly wanted to go that route, and for me personally, it'd be less hours a week, because if you're actually going to travel, it wouldn't be 60 hours a week, 50 hours a week, even 40 hours a week. Like if you're going to travel, I would try to work like 30 hours a week.
If that.
Well, yeah, I think people can be more productive in 30 hours a week versus 40 if they get paid for 40 hours and only work 30 hours. And not only that, if the company is willing to put you in a place that, like the Caribbean or Australia or the Philippines or wherever somebody wants to go, if they put you there and pay you to be there and you're able to work less hours, I feel like people would be way more productive.
I think that this too also, like, I guess it would more so be around like what we're trying to do, essentially, like create our businesses and then have that streamline revenue and have multiple different lines of revenue. And then that way we kind of just like quote don't have to work, even though we still have to work. We still have to make content, gather content, make it, put it out there. And then obviously with your business you have to keep up with it. With my business I physically have to do it also.
Yep.
But like we wouldn't technically be working for someone, or even like it's like all the creators, like how I was just saying, like they literally get paid to travel to places because those places want advertisement. Or like I was telling you the other day about being a travel agent, where it's like you literally book people's flights, which is I used to do that for like workers, moving them from state to state. You book their Airbnb, you give them like their per diem information or whatever else they need, like their, in this case it'd be their itinerary, and then like flights, hotels and whatnot, and then you get a certain percentage off of that. And so like you're literally getting paid to book travel packages and while you're also traveling.
That, oh boy, I feel like that's right up your alley.
Yeah, no, I will 100% be doing it. I'm just, there's a lot on my plate right now. I just am not there yet, but it will be happening.
Good for us.
I think it's also fun, like planning stuff. Like I think that would be cool. I know someone who like he was going on an anniversary trip with him and his wife, and they basically told the wife's sister like, this is our anniversary date, like plan a trip literally for us. Like we don't want to know where we're going. This is our budget. Figure it out.
That's cool.
I think that would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the travel nomad, I guess, trend is kind of cool. I know.
Yeah.
We love talking about travel and
Mhm.
wanting to experience different cultures, meet different people, and see different parts of the world, even different parts of the country.
Mm-hmm.
And that's right in line with, I guess, some of our goals, aspirations, and what we believe in. So I think it's a cool trend. I think it's a cool lifestyle. I think it will make people a lot. Yeah, if you can do it, do it. I think it'll make people actually happy about their work and what their job is, rather than going into office, sitting into an office chair, or so on and so forth. I mean, you can go to a coffee shop and work remote, get your stuff done. Having the freedom to roam and not have somebody look over you is a whole nother aspect of that. Being micromanaged, I guess, and like the freedom of being able or being accountable, and being able to do that work when nobody's watching you. I think there's a sense of freedom and feeling like a person versus an employee to that.
Yeah. Well, and it also gives you like the opportunity to be creative and to fulfill yourself with that creative content, with whatever you're doing or however you're living your life. And then, like I said when we were on our way over to Yakima, I don't understand how you could know there's a whole world out there, like all of the pretty forests and mountains and glaciers and whatever have you, and like you're just gonna stay in your fucking crusty dusty ass hometown. No. Bye.
Whoa,
Ronan agrees.
He says, You in agreement?
Pineapple. Number 9 is the psychology of going viral.
Oh boy.
It says short form video content dominates social platforms and everyone wants their moment to go viral. But what really drives people to engage with content? Understanding the psychology behind viral trends helps creators tailor content for engagement. What is the weirdest or most unexpected viral trend you've seen? If you could go viral for one thing, what would it be?
Oh God.
I feel like that's a very like broad question. There's so many different like niches that all went like.
There's a lot that goes into that. I would say, I think a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but there's people that want to go viral just to go viral, and they'll do anything to do it, like that Tide Pod challenge. That's what pops into my
Yeah, the Tide Pods, the eating the ice cream in the store like a freaking wild animal.
Yeah.
Or honestly, even the cinnamon challenge. Like, for why?
I don't know, because it drives engagement and people find it wild and funny and different and unique, and why the hell would somebody do that? So then people are going to watch it, and it might not be for the right reasons, but they're getting eyes on their content.
Yeah. I honestly never saw the Tide Pod trend. There's also those stupid trends that where you would go and get an ice cream cone and then like smash the ice cream cone into either the drive-through employee or like throw it on the ground, or like get a drink and like throw it on the ground like 2 seconds after they hand it to you. Like, I'm sorry, that shit's just stupid to me.
Yeah, that's for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. But there was like, okay, so the first one I ever remember, besides Jackass and like all of that shit and like trying to do dumb shit just to do dumb shit, I don't think they were trying to go viral. They already had a platform.
Yeah.
But planking.
Oh yeah.
Planking was kind of like the first like trend that I
shit or random shit like railings and cars and I don't know.
Yeah.
Cars at stoplights and traffic.
That's sketchy. I never saw that. But yeah.
I don't even necessarily, I wouldn't even say I or we would want to go viral for the right reasons, but not just to go viral.
Yeah, because then I feel like, so it's talking about the psychology of it too. So I guess that could be on the consumer and then also on the creator. So on the
Yeah.
creator, if you go viral for like a random ass reason, then one, you don't really, you might know, but you don't really know why you went viral.
Hmm.
And it could just be off of sheer luck. And then two, if you're psycho, then you can like drive yourself literally crazy trying to recreate a viral video that's never going to go viral again.
Yep.
And you're never going to be satisfied with that.
Nope.
But it's funny because even today I'm like laying in bed and because I keep wanting to film either a vlog or like a get ready with me or something. And I did a get ready with me like doing my makeup for the podcast. But
Yeah.
like throughout the day, I try to film and then Ronan starts crying, but in my head I'm like, man, like I could be creating content and like what if that one piece of content like goes viral? But I don't really think after that. I don't really
No.
think like,
What would you do?
yeah,
Or
like I
what would I create after to keep up with that?
yeah. So it's like, well then why do you want to go viral, or you know, you just get your fan base. But then also like I told you, it's like, yeah, I like sometimes I like having a presence on social media and engaging a lot and this, that, and other thing. And then other times I want to like delete my entire social media. Like I've
Yeah.
already done that before. Like
Yeah.
I've deleted all of my social media before. Like I don't have Snap anymore. That's one thing that completely went away. Twitter completely went away. Instagram went away for like a year. I think I had it deleted. Facebook, the first one I made was in 2013, and then I didn't have another one again until November of last year. And then it's just like, I don't know, I go back and forth with like,
Yeah, that was also the stage in life that you were at and wanting to hit the reset.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think it definitely helps staying off of social media if you're like driving yourself crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Number 10 is how hustle culture is evolving. The rise of quiet quitting and prioritizing mental health is reshaping how people view work-life balance. Hustle culture isn't dead, but it's evolving. Entrepreneurs and creators must navigate the fine line between ambition and burnout. What motivates you to keep hustling, and when do you know it's time to slow down?
Oh man, I want to loop in a regular 9 to 5 into that too, because the expectations from some employers, like, yeah, my grandma just died, like, or somebody in my family's sick, or I'm sick, and the expectation of you still being there and them not caring because their priority is you being at work to accomplish whatever task that they need. Like you literally are a slave.
Yeah, and then when you say, oh, fuck you, I'm not going in,
Yeah.
then they're like pissed at you.
Yeah. You can't prioritize your life and your mental
Yeah.
health or your well-being or those closest to you, I guess, their well-being over work, because then you're looked at negatively or in a negative light.
Yeah. Yeah, I think too, I've like with the hustle culture, like you're saying a 9 to 5 and just having one job, or just like there's people that want multiple revenue streams. However, the other revenue streams that they have are not passive, right? So they're still having to hustle and do the work to put in the time and whatnot. And like with us, like, yes, I feel like we're doing it a little bit. There's people that definitely do it a whole fuck lot more than we do. But I think what it's kind of talking about too is like how it's saying the hustle culture is evolving is like, I don't want to hustle anymore. Like I don't have the same work drive that I did before, and I'm not saying that in like a negative light or a bad way. I feel like old Sav like wanted to work for another person and get that pat on the back, but now I want to work for myself and get that same pat on the back.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what it's touching on, like when it's saying it's evolving, like it's not like you're still needing to put in the work, still needing to put in the effort and, you know, hustle, but it's the way in which you do it.
I think people are also starting to realize that they can make a lot more money by building something on their own, and then build that time freedom on top of that, because they'll have the financial freedom to do so and not be held to work restrictions or whatever, or using up all my PTO and so on and so
having
forth.
to think of like those little things.
Yeah.
Like when I tell you, like, I want to go live in a fucking island off the land, off grid, like farmland type.
You're totally serious.
Yeah, 100%. Like I'm tired. I just want to go home. I'm tired. I don't want to work no more.
Hmm?
I want to be
No one wants to work. That's
no.
just the culture and the societal norm that we're a part of.
Yeah, and since like
Period. And it's way, way, way more fulfilling actually putting in work and effort and extra hours into something for yourself
yeah.
that you're actually passionate about. Even if it becomes monotonous and you do get burnt out by it, like, damn, I still got to do this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
Those little steps that you're putting in, at least it's for you rather than for somebody else.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. I feel like that's a good thing to think about when you are getting burnt out, when you're burnt out, to like just take a 5-second break, remember what the hell you're doing it for, and either figure out a way how to not be burnt out if there is a way that's possible at that time frame, or like how you're making a business plan year over year and whatnot. Like obviously in a few years you can see that you probably won't have to put in the same work, or even if you are putting in the same amount of work, it's going to be different, so then it might feel like less work even though it's equating the same revenue and time frame, I suppose, if that makes sense.
And again, it's for me or us or what we built, and you can take that as far as you want to go. Like,
Right.
you have your limitations when you're working for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
When you have your limitations working for somebody else, it makes, like, when you're working for somebody else, you're like, damn, I'm retiring at 60 or 62.
Mm-hmm.
When you shift your mindset to work for yourself and build something for yourself, or people, I guess, around you, or build something to bring like-minded individuals. The thing is you could retire at 40 if you wanted to.
Right.
But you're not truly going to, but you have the luxury of your time again.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and like that too, I feel like it's like, I feel like back in the day it was like, hey, you get a job, you set up your 401k, or you set up a savings account or whatever the hell. And I feel like now there's certain cultural norms. I can't talk. There's certain like tiers where it's like, if you don't get in with the right people, you don't know what accounts you need in order to monetize off of your already activities that you're doing, or off of your job, or like your retirement account or whatnot. Like there's one person that comes to my mind that, yes, they have a degree, yes, they're getting paid really good, yes, they have good benefits, whatnot, but they've never once talked about a retirement account, for a 401k, a different savings account, literally nothing. So in my mind, I'm like, when are you retiring? Are you going to work until you fucking literally kill over? Like, what's happening here? But then they're constantly complaining about money, and constantly like always trying to get new things for themselves or for their house or a new car, and then when they are shopping for these things, it's like they're not making smart decisions that that will impact them years down the road. And it's like, I feel like we all, unless you come from like a more wealthy or more well-off family, even well-off meaning like their knowledge base is a lot more in depth than I guess what you get in like high school classes.
Yeah. Maybe their parents are business owners, so you grow up around a business and business structure.
Yeah, so because you're not taught how to like open a banking account or savings or checking, or balance a checkbook if people still use checks, and things like that.
Well, right.
It's like I didn't have a retirement account until July of last year. Like, because I could never afford to open one and also set money aside, because I was doing so much like surviving, I suppose.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's that rough upbringing.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
And
like,
growing
not
up in
everybody,
this state.
Yeah. Washington is expensive. But not everybody has that luxury to.
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
So when you do go viral, where you do create your social media, and knowing that you can monetize off of what you post, like obviously people are going to do it. Yeah. You have that, like, I guess, ick inside you where you're like, oh, I don't want to post stuff. Like, people are going to think it's cringy, or like, I think it's cringy. Like, hearing me talk back, no.
I know. I don't like,
Disgusting.
I hate,
Yeah.
watching these back and listening
Yeah.
to myself talk, I'm like, it
Yeah.
is gross. It is cringy. But at the same time, when we think about people watching this, I saw something that was kind of cool. It basically said, like, there's a lot of people that don't even know you that are rooting harder for you than the people who actually do.
Yes. Yep.
Which stuck, and it's true. People that you don't even
100%.
know, like, want to see your success
Yeah.
over people that we might be thinking about watching this right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's just like what I said the first time around. Like, I could see the topics that we talk about and people being like salty about them, but it's like, fuck you. Sorry.
really.
Not sorry.
And we're going to stay in our own lane. And
Yeah.
again, find the people that
Well, and
are
that's the
like-minded.
thing. Like, what better do you have to do than to judge someone all day long and stay in your same little crusty, dusty ass hometown?
That's exactly right. That's where I'll never, ever go back to.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh.
No.
I know.
Yeah. There's other things I want to say, but I'm a refrain.
Yeah, no, but yeah, hustle culture, I definitely feel like is evolving. And then I guess the last one that we can talk about is minimalism and maximalism in life and business. So what's happening in fashion, home design, and lifestyles, people are choosing between minimalistic simplicity and bold maximalism. Why it matters. These choices reflect deeper values like simplicity versus abundance and impact branding, marketing, and daily life. Are you more of a minimalist or a maximist?
I would say maximalist. Just, and that comes, I didn't have fucking shit growing up. I had nothing. I had hand-me-down clothes, like 2 generations. I had literally nothing. Everything I had, I was embarrassed about. I scrapped for. I was in defense mode. I was worried about being judged by others. I was judged by others. I was bullied by others for what I was wearing, for all of those different things.
Yeah.
So growing up now and being where I am and getting to where I am and having the luxury of being able to afford certain things, obviously I stay within my means and I'm smart about my money, but I know what I can afford, and if I can afford something nice, then I'm gonna get it for myself, because it's a bit of satisfaction, and it's also a fuck you factor to people that didn't believe in me in the past. So
No,
that's
definitely
like true mindset.
Yeah, no, it's like 100% to a T. You definitely had a lot rougher upbringing, I feel like, than I did, as far as like that goes, I suppose. I feel like you're very bougie in my eyes.
That's fair.
I think that I am somewhere in the middle. I have days, weeks, months where I'm like a maximalist, and like I told you before, like in my old apartment I had a huge ass closet, and like fucking wall to wall that bitch was full. And like hella shoes and always buying stuff, but that's also because I had the means to like get all of those things. Like I didn't buy it off of credit, like I didn't do any of that. Like I actually had the money to purchase those items.
Right.
And then like after a while, and moving over to the west side is kind of like where I feel like my style changed, and then my mindset also changed, because I moved like into one single bedroom from a whole entire apartment with roommates, and it was like, okay, get rid of all your shit, because I'm not about to pay for storage. So like literally got rid of everything, like friend took couch, all of the things, all of my clothes. Like I had like 5 pieces of clothing like to go out or whatnot, and then like the rest was work clothes. And like it was like me and my plants and my dog and my child. But like that, I don't know, definitely wanting to like rebuild, I guess, items. But even now, we're like, if we're traveling and like wanting to continue to do that, and especially like getting Airbnbs that are already furnished, it's like you can't really bring a whole house with you. And then that's why like I don't want to buy decor. I don't want to buy like hella Christmas or Thanksgiving shit. And it's like I don't know. It's kind of like, I mean, I guess I can go to the dollar store and like
Good.
ball out at the
Yeah, you
dollar
definitely
store.
could. It is kind of nice, honestly, not having to worry about accumulate so much shit
Mm-hmm.
in that mentality.
Yeah. Well, and we also like, I mean, our parents' generation, it's like,
Fucking hoarders.
yeah, it's
Little fucking
hoarders. You
hoarders.
never get rid of anything.
No.
And like, it's one thing to keep like family heirlooms or like pictures or memories or like scrapbook type shit, but it's another to like keep 5 comforters or 5 different styles of lampshades or
Yeah.
like just the most ridiculous shit
There's
ever.
the fucking torn couch pillow that the dog pissed on in fucking 1998,
Yeah.
and
I still love
old
it,
Betsy
though.
passed away,
Yeah.
so I can't throw away that pillow.
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I know. It's like all of my grandmas that I had, except for one of them. One of them was very like clean. She was a minimalist, but like all of the older people I know, they're like definitely maximalist and have like clutter in their house and in their garage and in their storage spaces and
Yeah.
outside on the patio and on the porch and in their car. Oh my god, don't even. I think we're both pretty good at our cars,
I would say so.
but
And
yeah.
I guess for a maximalist, like, it's not like I buy a ton of shit. It's what I do buy.
not
I
anymore.
buy the nice versions of them.
Yeah.
And to second that, I do that for me. Like, my satisfaction. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with anybody seeing it
Right.
or anything. It's
Yeah.
like a comfort to me.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, like the all of the shit that I just bought at Target, it was all like makeup and personal care items and stuff like that, and it necessarily wasn't on the like expensive side,
Yeah.
but it was me redoing like my makeup line that I have,
Yeah.
and like it makes me feel like comfy and like
Yeah.
feel like a new person. But I feel like that's also with our ADHD, we need like a reset every now and again.
Oh, yeah. Take a rinse.
Yeah, it's like I'm a new person,
Yeah, exactly.
another personality.
You're not wrong.
No.
You are not wrong. Time for one more, and one that we've talked about it numerous times, I guess, but why traveling changes your perspective. I feel like this is a good one to touch on.
Yeah.
So what's happening? Travel is no longer just about vacations. It's becoming a way to challenge your worldview and grow personally. Why it matters: exploring new cultures and meeting different people broadens your perspective and often impacts personal and professional decisions. And then, I guess, in here it says to share your favorite travel experience and how it changed you. Why should people leave their hometown if they can?
I feel like you've been more interesting places than I have.
I've been to a lot of places.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, again, born in small Two Rivers, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
But after I left high school, I've been to almost half the states, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Probably close to half the states. I've been to Dubai, Frankfurt, Germany. I've been to Ireland, spent time in Afghanistan, spent time in Kuwait. Jamaica and Bahamas are touristy, I guess you can say. So, I mean, there's a culture difference there, but it's a tour. It's like United States or like tourist driven, so it's Americanized in a way.
Saturated.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Mhm.
Growing up, I was, again, more mature than the people around me, or I felt like I was because of my experiences,
Trauma.
which made me want to leave.
Yeah.
And then I also enjoyed like everybody's perspective. So going to the different parts of the United States and seeing all those different cultures, that broadened my perspective
Yeah.
and how people view things. And being overseas was completely eye-opening.
Mhm.
And I can touch on my experience in Afghanistan, but I was in northern Afghanistan by a place called Mazar-e Sharif, which is and then Camp Marmal was there.
Mhm.
And it was actually a NATO base which was ran by the Germans. So on that base, oh man, there's less than 50 Americans, I would say, in total.
Mhm.
But there was 24 other nations there from all over the world.
Yeah.
So when you go in to the chow hall or whatever
Mhm.
to go eat lunch,
Yeah.
you have Germany, you have the Mongolians, you have Australians, you have French, you have Turkish, you have
That's wild.
even the Afghans,
Right.
like the Afghan soldiers and security forces were in there.
Yeah.
And you see all these different cultures, and then you have to integrate with them. And we did co-op missions and training and all kinds of stuff. And you learn about all the different parts of the world and how unique it is. And even Europe, like how they can speak, some of them speak 5, 6, 7 different languages, including English. And here we are naive in America
Yeah.
and can only speak
Yeah.
English. And if it's anything else, it's English and Spanish.
Yeah.
It's it makes you almost wish, like me, I was like, damn, like I almost wish I was born here. Like I would have so much more understanding at a young age, like how things truly are. I feel like it gives you really good perspective,
Yeah.
especially being outside of the United States.
Yeah. I feel like everybody just shits on Americans, and now when we travel, it's like they either, like I told you, I heard of it was trends going around where Americans would be posting and being like, they told us that to go here, and when we got here it really wasn't what the fuck like we thought it was, because they just don't like.
Because Americans are fucking arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, period.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care who's watching this. We're arrogant.
Yes.
We look at the rest of the world like we're
like our
high
shit
and
don't
mighty.
stink. Yeah.
No. Like,
Yep.
that ain't it.
Even though, like, yeah, we do have more resources
Yeah.
in certain aspects of stuff, but like I feel like that at the end of the day, like, it only matters so much. Like, if you're still an asshole, you're still a fucking asshole. I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of people here in the United States that need to eat some humble pie.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah. You can learn a lot from people from other countries if you just sit down and listen and hear their side of the story and hear their perspective and their worldview.
Well, yeah, and I kind of, like, I haven't been out of the country. I've been to a lot of states here, and even going state to state, the culture is completely different and whatnot, and county to county it's different. But then, like, I could not imagine going out of country. Like, I feel like that would be like a whole new world.
It is.
But that, again, like what I said earlier, like, knowing that there's so many places in the world, knowing that there's so many beautiful places, so many different places,
and so many good people.
Yeah, and so much more, like, opportunity for so many different things. Like, why would, even if you come back home to where you are, like, why wouldn't you want to go and take any opportunity that you possibly can? Like, the moment that I got my first big girl job and they're like, yeah, you can travel, like, we need someone to travel. Fuck yeah. Hello. Yep. Even if it was to fucking over to the west side of Washington, like, I was still always down for the ride.
That's the mentality you need to have, though.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's our time.
Yeah, probably.
Can you check it?
What do you mean?
You said there was 8 minutes left on it?
No.
Oh. Oops. I thought you said
I restarted it.
Oh, perfect. Good.
We probably need to do our outro right now, though. For sure. I could split it. Don't worry, I'll cut this part out.
Good.
Like, comment, and subscribe. You have to say it, though, because you're the pretty one holding the baby.
Me?
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe?
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I guess that is all the time that we have for our podcast. We definitely covered a lot of topics. I don't know how other people do this shit in an hour. I need a whole day, but I think we got some good shit.
I agree.
Yep.
I think, I hope people enjoy hearing our perspective, I guess. And then I think more podcasts like this are in the near future.
Yeah,
kind of
for
just
sure.
talk about relevant topics and things like that. Relatable topics.
Yeah, relevant topics, and then eventually we'll start having people on the podcast to co-host them. But yeah, I suppose we shall wrap it up for this week. We'll have our podcast out next Monday, and then give you guys some content for this week. But Aaron has his little slogan. Didn't you have a slogan yesterday? Didn't you have a slogan?
For this?
I don't know if it was for this. It was something.
It wasn't. I don't think it was for the podcast.
No. Was it not a good one to say?
No.
Okay, never mind.
It's not appropriate.
Make sure that you stay appropriate, friends. Don't cuss. Awkward taco. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please.
Thanks. Ronan says bye.
He says bye.